Bitch, I'm in the.
Wrong one.
Is this real?
What's
Is
real?
this real? Are we live?
Yeah.
We're back?
Yeah.
Where were we? What the hell happened?
Well, we had to take a break.
Yeah.
I couldn't do the show, and you can't do it without me. So
That's right. Hey, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. My name is Brian. With me always,
I'm Mark.
That's right. And we are talking shit. Dude, we've been gone for like a month.
Yes.
Do you think anybody missed us?
I think it's the longest we've been gone.
It is the longest that we've taken any kind of break. And, you know, unfortunately, it was unforeseen circumstances. So my heart still goes out to you, buddy. I know what it's like. Trust me.
Yeah.
But on a better note, we are back and we have a special guest waiting in the wings, ready to tell us a story.
Slackers.
We're not slackers. We're human beings, brother. We're human beings.
Yes, I went out and I started, looking at stuff and seeing people. Well, actually, this person, damn cat hair. I've been wanting to get on the show for a while. I've looked at his stuff for probably about a year now, and I just kept looking and looking and looking, and then finally I was watching a few podcasts and stuff, and I just liked how he presented himself, and then I just started liking his stuff, and then he finally agreed to it after I had somebody ask him.
Oh, you had to beg him.
No, I didn't. I didn't have to beg him.
How much did you bribe him? How much did you pay him?
I don't have no money.
Oh,
I bought shirts. We got new shirts coming. Yes, we got new shirts coming.
No, this.
Who the hell's that?
Oh no, that's ridiculous. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Mark, why don't you bring him on the stage? Chase, what's happening, buddy? How are you?
What's going on, y'all? What's going on? You guys are cracking me up.
I don't know who this is. But that's funny.
Yeah.
That's hysterical.
I really don't know who that is.
Tell him they'll be telling all of our secrets.
That's right.
Hey, what's going on?
All right, Chase, I got to know. So Mark says that he follows you, stalks you on social media, is what he said.
That's right. No, I don't stalk him. I just look. I have a few of his stuff on there.
He was telling me about some films that you have done, and he was trying to explain one to me earlier, and I was like, oh, that one sounds crazy.
Which one?
Which one?
The girl that gets molested by her father and then decides
that's Broken Innocence.
And I don't want to spoil it for everybody. So go watch the film. What is it called?
Broken Innocence.
Broken Innocence. It's
So-
on Tubi.
Yeah, Broken Innocence was probably one of my most personal stories because it is loosely based off of someone that I knew where they was going through that, and they ended up taking their life. But the story itself really stuck with me, and I really wanted to do a story where I really addressed this situation because a lot of people don't realize this, but 94% of women who are sexually assaulted is either by a family member or someone that they know that they trust, and that is a very disappointing and embarrassing statistic. Just look at the guy who pled guilty to molesting his daughter and she committed suicide. This is very recent. He gets no prison time, zero zip nada.
You just put that online today, and I just seen the headline for it.
Yes, because I mean, here we are in 2026. I feel like I think everybody understands how horrible murder is. But I really feel like murder, or I really feel like sexual assault or rape or whatever. I think that is the worst thing you can do to someone. And I hate to compare things like that, but what I mean is when you kill somebody, they're dead. It's over. It's a horrible thing.
Mhm.
But when you sexually assault someone, and then you're interrogated and you're asked all these questions like, what was you wearing? Um, did you want it? Or, like, and then I feel like this is why so many women do not come forward about their abuse, because they're humiliated in the process, or B, the person get very little to none, no sentence. I mean, they still have rape kits in, federal courts. That is still have not been, like, the brake kit have not been tested, and they've been sitting there since the 70s, and people are getting cleared who have been in prison and didn't even do it. And
Wow.
I think it's really embarrassing that we encourage women not to get raped, but we don't raise men not to rape.
Yeah. I will tell you this. My wife and I, we have this whole thing about eye for an eye. That's how I feel about it. I feel that if you if you rape somebody, do you get raped? No, because maybe that would be some, and we lost Mark. Maybe that would be something that that person would want for themselves. I don't know. You know what I mean? So do you take something that they need? That's how I feel about it. Like, take it.
I think putting them in a room with the family members, I think that would be a great way to save the taxpayers money. Um, I think we need to get to a point where we need to quit advocating and making excuses for people. I think we
Yeah.
need to be more strict on crime.
Yep.
I mean, look at the gentleman who stabbed that girl on the subway last year. He stabbed
Yeah.
her several
With
times,
no
and he had,
recourse.
yeah, and he had over 34. I mean, he's been in and out of jail or prison 34 times, and he's still walking amongst us. I mean, I just think we can do better.
Yeah.
I think we need to be afraid of, crime. I just think, like, who are these judges who are giving these people very little to no jail time, and they go out again, and these people are harming, innocent people. I mean, like, I've raised my kids. I'm like, restraining order is nothing but a piece of paper, but if you know how to defend yourself, that's a whole different thing.
Certified Jervis podcast, or the guy that killed the woman with a sledgehammer at work. I
Yeah, I mean, it's just, again, I think we need. I mean, clearly you cannot. No one's coming to save us. You got to protect yourself, and and it's like nothing is being done. I just feel like we live in an upside down world. When I was younger, it just seemed like things were taking a lot more serious. I mean, I think rape has. I think. I think. People have always been soft on rape. I don't see nobody. I mean, I see very little to no time you see where people are really getting in trouble. Harvey Weinstein was one of them, and then he got his sentence reversed. And it's, look at Jeffrey Epstein. That guy was under the radar for decades. I mean, like,
Decades.
yeah.
and he's, it's really bizarre. People like this is amongst us, and nobody's talking about this. And like, how can we? I mean, how can you fix a problem and nobody wants or comfortable enough to talk about it? So, Broken Innocence was a movie that, as a man, I have a daughter, and I have two sons, and I want my sons to be gentlemen. I want them to grow up to be men and lead by men, and I want um, leave a better world for the younger generation, because our generation, I don't think we have done any better than any generation before, and hopefully they can change the future. We got a
Yeah.
thunder.
Oh, you got rain coming in. We had it
Yes,
earlier.
it's a loud thunder.
We had it earlier. Don't let my dog hear it. He'll need a pill.
Dude, my dog, I swear, she's. I'm like, oh god, it's time.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
been
it.
alive like eight
I have a
years.
90-pound big giant baby, dude. Like,
Yeah, I
he
have a
will
really
jump
Oh,
on
big
you and
dog.
try to.
he's got to be more than 90 pounds.
He's 90 pounds. Yeah, she's sitting underneath my desk.
So is she attend? Did she attend with you?
Yes, she's fine. I got a kitten running around here now, so Thanks,
But
Mark.
Ariana, I will say this: Ariana Harris, she did such a good job playing Lily, and I mean, this was her first, big role. And because I was very skeptical of hiring someone as young as she was. She was 15, and I really wanted to hire somebody that was 18 or older that could play younger. But the auditions just was not strong. And I was looking for a long time. I was looking for about a year and a half, and it was a couple people that I thought that was a good fit that I kept in as an option that didn't work out. And Ariana auditioned twice, and she auditioned very strong. And I just was like, I have to talk to her mom. And I was like, you really think this is a good idea that your daughter? You think she's mentally mature, emotionally? I'm like, because this can be you know, it's gonna be very heavy for a 15-year-old. And so when I kind of did like a third party where she introduced her and I talked to her and I asked her some questions because I was like, this is a very heavy script. Of course, the good thing was what this movie doesn't really focus on the sexual violence. It focused more on a mental health aspect, but the subject matter, she's old enough to know what it's about.
Oh yeah.
Um, and she really it did not seem to affect her at all. I mean, she came in like she won some really big awards around the world. I mean, she was winning in the UK. She won in India. She won the Actors and Directors Award in New York, which was all Emmy award winning judges as well as Oscar winning judges. So that was a really prestige of festival, and she won big there. And I mean, I'm very proud because I mean, the movie did really. I mean, it did really well on streaming. You know,
I was gonna I
I'm
was gonna
very proud
ask
of
you
the movie.
how long did it take you? So you said it took about a year and a half to find the cast in that to put this together. So how long
Yeah.
prior to that did you write this?
Well, I first got the script early 2022.
Okay.
And I was literally, looking for the perfect cast that really wanted to dedicate their time. I did have an actress before, um, but she just wasn't really. I don't feel like she was truly committed. Um, you know, and I'm a director. I really want to make sure whoever I give the role to really understands the importance of that role. I feel like a lot of indie talent are so quick to be on to the next set, and a lot of them don't promote. And they expect that all to go on the filmmaker. And you know, Hollywood. If you look at Hollywood standards, I mean, the actors are the brand. You know, and with indie films where it's already really hard to raise money as it is,
Yeah.
um, I really want somebody who really cares about the role that they take. And I feel like so many people it's like another notch on their belt. The one thing I would say about Ariana and her mom was they really was committed. They really helped promote the film, and we for the first crowdfunding because we could not get anyone to produce this movie. Everybody kept passing on it because it was of the subject matter. So I did crowdfunding for the first time, and I'm glad that I did because it led me to the journey I am now, where we are in 4 crowdfundings, and each of our budget is just going up significantly.
We'll talk
Very
about
good.
that. We'll talk about that in a minute. But
Okay.
yeah, watching you know Paul Taylor as dad, it was
He was so fun. He was so
he,
fun.
he freaked me out. I was
He,
like,
I mean, he
he gives you that chill, that just the way he's got those glasses on, he's got the goatee, and the way he acted, it was like, wow.
Dude, he was so committed because I mean, Paul never had a. I mean, he was clean shaven when we first talked, but he was like, I never got to have a beard in this movie. And I was like, well, I don't know if I see Frank with a beard. And he's like, well, I really saw him as a '70s guy who never quite left that decade, but he still thinks he's cool, but it doesn't really apply to today. And I was like, that wasn't my assessment, but now that you mention it, I like it. And he was another person that was very hard to really read for Frank, because I needed Frank to be a person that was very hard to watch. So his assessment was very spot on, and that's some things I really love about collaborating with actors, and especially actors like him, is they really bring some very unique ideals, and it really worked. He really, I mean, bought his A game with Frank, and I thought his dynamic with Ariana Harris, they were so good. I mean, he was creepy. Like, I mean, I get very unsettled. Like, it was his idea. I mean, because like, I mean, this was a really hard movie because I got a daughter. And it was a scene that he came up with the ideal for. He was like, Chase, I have an ideal. You can say no, but he was like, I really think I really want to have her underwear in my desk, and I was like, that's creepy, but go on. And he was like, when she leaves, I just want to like smell it. And I was like, dude, that is so disgusting, but that is so effective. And it really worked because when we screened that movie at the premiere, I remember everybody's reaction when he did that and what that did with the movie. So I don't think I could have cast a better Lily as well as Paul T. Taylor. I think Dave was the heart of the movie.
Mark, show me the reaction. Show me the reaction face from the girls, because I know your girls watched this with you.
No, they weren't home.
Oh, they didn't.
No, I was watching it, and then I sent him a message. I was like, "Okay, I'm watching. I'm watching Broken Innocence, or I just got done watching it, and then I'm getting ready to watch the next one." And he goes, "Okay." He said, "Not everybody was a fan of the other the movie that we'll talk about next, but it's a slow burn." I'm like, "Okay," and I was like, I know that this movie really hits in the way that how her mental state like that just changed. Anybody that ever touches her, and quite honestly, she took it over to the next movie too. If you touch her, she gets pissed. At least with the one guy.
Yeah, so you're talking about Blood in the Bleachers. Now
Yes.
that was a movie after Broken Innocence. I was like, that was a very heavy movie. Quite frankly, it was a very stressful movie to make. Me and I won't name, but it was a particular actress that we did not get along. We didn't see eye to eye. We had no creative chemistry, and it made the shoot very tense because everybody knew that it happened, and I did my best to get the movie finished. And like, it was one of those things, like everybody was on edge because they see the tension, and I don't like that because I like a very laid back, fun set. I play music in between takes. I like to get to know people and stuff like that. And that experience did teach me is the importance of making sure that I have really good creative chemistry with the actor that I'm collaborating with. Get to know the actor, know what that actor thinks would taste a good movie, and see if that really
That
matches.
storm might have got him. You froze up for a second on my side.
Okay. Yep. Oh, good.
You're
good.
back.
He's still good on my screen.
It was good on your side. He froze up on my end, so it's either me or you.
You scared the shit out of me because he's like, I got him. I look back, I'm.
What?
Who? What? That was the black in me. I was.
And cut it. Oh my god.
But
That's funny as shit.
Yeah, so I mean, Blood of the Bleachers was the exact opposite. It was such a fun shoot. Such a fun shoot. Like, everybody was having fun. Everybody was jamming to music. I mean, the atmosphere was so much more positive. I'd never done a slasher film before, and slasher is one of the genres of films that made me fall in love with filmmaking. I was born in '82, so we grew up in Nightmare on Elm Street. Big Freddy fan, big Halloween fan. Child's Play was the movie that really definitely was like, oh my god, yeah, I love.
I don't like horror at all.
I'm opposite. So you guys, like, Chase, you're in filmmaking. Like, I would rather. Yes.
I'm not a horror fan.
What? That is blasphemy. He got Jason.
I would rather be
everything around me is horror related, and minus the championship belts and a few other things. I just wanted to bring that up.
Yeah.
I would rather be the guy behind the mask.
Nice.
That's, let's go.
But,
Put the makeup on,
I'm
let's
still
go.
trying to figure out how.
The movie that really solidified me to be a filmmaker was Scream. Scream was like
Frozen on my side.
I'm froze?
No, you're not. Just
Okay.
he is.
Oh,
See,
okay.
that's what I'm saying. He froze. He froze earlier.
He wasn't frozen.
Well, somebody comment. Yeah, somebody comment in the comment
Chase,
section.
you're frozen.
Am I?
Okay, you're back. You're back.
Okay.
You see me?
I see you.
All right. So you said where it cut off. You said the film that really got you.
Was Scream.
Why Scream?
I don't know, man. It like at the time when we seen it, I'd never seen the movie like it. The movie, that was when cell phones really became, popular, and just that moment. See, somebody said your internet is off.
It must be. It must be. I got the $1.99 special from Spectrum.
But you remember this? Do you remember the line when he said, "I want to know who I'm looking at"? Because could you imagine being home by yourself? And it's already weird, and especially at that age, I was like 13 when I seen that movie, and being alone, you hear stuff, like your mind plays trick with you. And then The Mask, I fell in love with The Mask. So I seen Scream in theaters probably like 16 times. Christmas Day, everybody's going to go see Christmas movies. I went to go watch Scream. I was so obsessed with that movie. And then, that was also around when the school shooting started happening. And then I had the costume, and
Damn it.
I was in and out of the principal's office constantly. Because they thought that I was going to be something like that. And I was like, no, I just love horror movies.
I'm just trying to
the thing I liked about the Scream aspect of it all is there wasn't just one killer, and they hit it all.
Yeah.
In plain sight.
All right.
And then when you go back and watch it, you're like, okay, now this makes sense, and this makes sense. Oh, wow.
Yes.
Since you guys brought up Scream, do you think?
No.
One, do you think that it was, Scream 1, yes. 1 or 2 killers, fantastic. I think you should have left that alone. Scream 2, do you think where we landed, and as we continued into the franchise and all the way up to 7, that we were knowing multiple killers?
Hold on. Knowing what we know now, till then, Scream 1 and 2 were good. Scream 3 had to be redone like a few times because that was not the killer. There was supposed to be more than one.
So was Scream 2 as well.
Right, because
Scream
of
2, the script leaked. Yeah, the script
Yep.
leaked with Scream 2. It was supposed to be the chick that played Cece, or not Cece,
Right.
but the black chick. It was supposed to be the black chick and Mickey. But the script leaked, so Wes Craven went back and he changed it and made it Billy's mom. I did not like the landing of Billy's mom. I think that was probably one of my least favorite. But Scream 3 was originally going to be Matthew Lillard as the killer. And they had to change it because of Columbine, which I don't understand why that had anything to do with that.
Because he had kids in the high school that was going to be the ones killing. He was basically the master behind it all, and they were going to do it that way. Scream, and then some of the other ones. The only one that I really did not like is the last one because they didn't give the killers more time on screen. They didn't make you want, they didn't have a whole lot of time.
I didn't realize who they were, and my wife had to explain it to me, and I was like, you know what?
And I was not happy. They should have kept the test audience out of this, and we would have got Matthew Lillard in the next one.
I think honestly the reveal was the weakest part about the movie.
I'm looking forward to just new storylines in general. I'm looking forward to anything that can top the Scream franchise, that can top the Nightmare franchise, that can, you know what I mean?
I truly think Scream 8 or Scream 7 would have been better if they would have went with the I think the Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega. I really think
If they would
that
have
would have
kept with
been
that,
more.
yeah,
That would have been more interesting to me. I think, although I did like Scream 7 more than I was expecting, I was not excited about it because of the drama of the firing of Melissa Barrera. I really liked the Carpenter sisters. I wanted to know who their mother was. I wanted to know the conclusion to their story because I felt like it could have been more like that. I mean, I liked Scream 7 more than I was going to like it, but I was confused on why did the twins come, like the guy chat or
yeah, Chad and
yeah, like I felt like they had no reason to be there. None. They never even hinted that they have interest of working for Gail. That was just such a weird, odd choice. But the one thing I liked about Scream 5 and 6, although Scream 5 was my least favorite Scream, Scream 6 was my second favorite Scream, and I liked it because I felt that Sydney's story arc. I felt like that was really truly what Scream 4 would have been. I just felt like we waited 30 years to then talk about what Tatum was to her, and then all of these sequels, like we never talked about Tatum. It was so weird. I don't. It's just.
Yeah, we waited
Uh,
30 years to talk about. Yeah, 30 years. That's crazy.
there's just certain things about Scream 7 I didn't care for. I mean, they also made it where it was. I think they lacked. The killers lacked motive.
Listen,
I would agree.
I did enjoy the kills.
The kills were great.
kills were
That's one thing I will say with the movie. It was
Yes,
better than I was expecting it, but I just feel like, what else can you do with Sydney?
that is true.
Right.
That's just where I'm at. And another thing that pissed me off: how do you not bring back Patrick Dempsey?
Hey, money. That's all it came down to.
He's not.
I found that out. I found that out the other day.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I was about to say, dude, he just did Thanksgiving. I'm pretty sure they couldn't pay him more than that.
Yeah. Well, it was all down to do with money and I think availability. That's why they did that. So how about this? Let's take a break. And why is this only I thought the song was longer than that. Any which way, we'll take a break.
Mark's messed all kinds of stuff up here.
Yes, today I did. I don't know why, but we're gonna listen to who, Chase?
My wife, Samantha Christina, who is finally getting back into music, what I've been telling her for years, and she just now listen to me.
He's frozen. You're frozen again.
Oh, you're frozen, Brian.
Is it me?
Yes. It's not him.
It's not me. It's not the token black guy.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play this song, and then when we come back, we're gonna play Florida or Not Florida, and we'll bring in the special guest who's gonna play against him. So
Awesome.
give us about a minute 30. That's all that it gave me. All right.
My cigarette, but sitting here thinking how you say never forget your love. Wondering what you're talking about, or do you even know? I never knew the story right, but yeah, you all had me so wishing that you knew me now. The chance is now long gone. Had a chance to make it right, but yeah, you turned to the alcohol. One day I'll sacrifice, or maybe it'll go away. All built in one place, hoping it'll find its way. I wish I didn't feel this way. I hope these wounds will fade away. I wish you change your way. I hope you're able to see my pain. Going back and forth.
That's messed up. I put the whole thing down and it did not play at all.
Uh-oh.
I'll just put it online. I'll put what I put on.
So the porch is efficient.
Yeah, Brian, get back here.
I'm here. Hang on. That was a short song. What happened?
It cut it off.
Sorry, guys. I had to go get a drink. I apologize.
So
Yeah, sure.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to, as long as it's okay with Chase and his wife, that I'm going to put it on our Facebook and play it.
Okay.
Because I'm not happy. I'm not happy that it cut it off. And normally,
why would it cut it off?
I don't know.
You've been having all kinds of problems with this thing today.
Yes, I know. It played the wrong intro and outro.
Technology. Yeah, technology.
All right.
Way to go, StreamYard. Do we blame StreamYard?
No, blame me this time. Come on, I had problems. Think about it. All right.
Mark, you got problems.
I know. Any which way.
I got 99 of them.
We're not sponsored by anybody.
Oh, yeah. My bad. All right. So, Chase, we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back talking with Chase Dudley. Holy crap. What happened to me? Jesus.
This is what happens when
Chase, are you frozen?
No, he's not frozen.
He's frozen on my side. Oh, he's not frozen.
That's because you suck.
I don't know what is happening with my internet. You're good, Chase. You're moving now.
Keep blaming a token black guy, man.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're back talking with Chase Dudley. Chase, have you ever done any acting yourself?
I have, actually. I've been asked to do acting, but I'm more of a director. I did act in my first couple of movies, but then, it kind of came to a point where I kind of had to really choose, am I an actor or am I a director? Acting was really my first passion. Acting was what I really wanted to be when I first got into films. But, the more the budget started to grow, and I really needed to decide, because, somebody said, no one is frozen here. Thank you. But once it kind of got to a point, I was just like, man, I really got to decide what I am, because if I'm acting in a lot of the scenes, I can't be directing and acting at the same time.
Can't do both. You can't have your cake and eat it too.
Yeah, and so I chose directing, and I think that was the right choice because my budgets have grown. I feel like I'm definitely watching people and directing and giving feedback like a director's supposed to. Can't direct myself. I just felt like a lot of that was really where do you go?
Don't worry about him.
Okay. I don't know. Can you see me? Can you hear me?
You're frozen.
Yeah.
Am I? Damn,
How about
this?
Let's bring in the guest that's going to play against him, because he's he's walking around. I can see him walking around. So
he's getting impatient.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Clifton Taylor. Clifton Taylor.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Welcome
What's going on?
Welcome back.
How's everybody doing?
Doing
Good. Long time no see.
You ready to lose? You ready to lose? Huh? You ready to lose?
Oh, I'm ready to do something.
All right, cool.
All right, guys, we're going to do something a little bit special for the audience this time. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Florida or Not Florida, where I ask or I read 5 headlines, and all you guys have to do is tell me if that happened in Florida or not Florida. Here's the first one. Man wins $50,000 after digging a discarded scratch-off ticket out of a gas station dumpster. Is this a Florida man, lucky Florida man, or not a lucky Florida man?
Definitely not a lucky Florida man.
All right, I'll say Florida man.
Clifton says Florida. Chase, what do you think, buddy?
No.
Not Florida. And here, let's see what our comment section says. Anybody? Amanda, are you playing?
She's playing.
She says not Florida. All right, we got everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, the correct answer is not Florida. It happened in Ohio. Ohio man.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
Lucky
Totally
Ohio
sounds like an Ohio
bastard.
thing.
Yeah.
Digging in the dumpster, finding
All right.
finding a fortune.
Fantastic. Here we go. Here's your next one. Police stop a driver with 3 iguanas zip-tied in the passenger seat for emotional
Florida.
support.
That's
Florida.
totally Florida.
Why? Why Florida?
Because Florida is the only place to have invasive iguanas.
Clifton, do you agree with this?
I agree. Yeah, I'm saying Florida.
And you're saying Florida. Amanda, what do you think?
Oh, I guarantee you she goes Florida.
She says Florida too. All right, guys. You're all correct. Florida.
Oof, oof.
I don't know why.
Maybe I should just follow the director here, huh? And go with his direction. Yeah, right.
All right, here we go. Let's see. Here's your next one, guys. Man arrested for mowing the grass in a city park because he was tired of waiting on the government. Sounds about like a Florida man.
That's not Florida.
That's not Florida.
What?
Oh my gosh.
What are you trying to say? That we don't mow our lawns here in Florida?
In some places, yes.
Honestly, the lawn care is pretty bad in Florida.
So Chase says not Florida. Clifton, what do you think? You saying not Florida on, or you going to go Florida?
Let's go Florida. I'm going to go against the director here.
Ooh, he's going to go against you, Chase. And
Not
where
Florida.
are we at?
Amanda.
Says not Florida. Amanda says not Florida.
No, you guys, you too.
Do you want to change your answer, Clifton?
Nope. We'll stick with it.
And the correct answer is Ohio.
Ohio, you son of a-
Ohio.
Oh, that's it.
Listen, Ohio,
You just going Florida, Ohio, Ohio.
guys, you got to understand something. Ohio is Florida's little brother.
Sounds like it.
How about all right, how about this one here? Here we go. Man arrested for the 70th time stealing a suitcase and a cart full of meat from Walmart. Now, keep in mind, this could happen anywhere.
Wow.
But is this Florida or not Florida?
That's Florida. That sounds
Think
like
it's
something.
Florida?
That sounds like something a meathead from Florida would do.
Clifton, what do you think, buddy? You think this is a thing or
let's say not Florida.
Going against the grain here?
Yeah.
That's the first time he didn't pick Florida.
Amanda, where are you at? Waiting on Amanda. Amanda pops up and says Florida. And the correct answer, and the winner to this question, because there's only one of you, Clifton. It's you.
Ding, 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 ding.
That's again Ohio. Ohio.
Ooh.
Well,
Oh,
what the hell,
man.
Brian? Is it Ohio, Florida Day?
I don't know. Maybe I did. And
Was this all the same person in Ohio?
man steals a septic tank using a rented U-Haul and then tries to sell it on Facebook Marketplace. Genius.
That's Florida.
Genius. Is this Florida or not Florida?
Florida.
Chase says Florida. Clifton says
I'm going to go with Florida on this one.
Clifton says Florida. And where is Amanda? Amanda, where are you at? I'm saying Brian. No, Brian did not do this, but I could have. I could have. However, Amanda
They're all
says
saying
Florida. And ladies and gentlemen, you would all be correct. It did happen right here in, was it Pasco County, Florida, Mark? Do you remember the video?
Yeah.
There's an entire video. The guy was caught on surveillance. First, he tried to drag it with his car. It would not work. So he came back later with a friend in a U-Haul, and they loaded this puppy up and took it to his house or whatever, and then tried to sell it on Facebook Marketplace. What the hell?
So,
What the hell?
So, Brian, what you don't know, I don't know if I told you, but did you know that Clifton is going to be on our show in a couple weeks?
No, I didn't know that.
Oh,
Clifton's
but
gonna be on the
But
show.
he's not coming. But he's not coming alone.
Oh, yeah?
No.
What's happening now?
He's walking like Bill Goldberg, though.
We're all intrigued. Is it a secret?
Oh, I'm gonna be coming on there. I'm gonna be coming on there with Amber Brooke. I'll be on the show, on your guys' show with Amber Brooke and Tom Smith from Sick and Twisted Effects. And we're going to be promoting our upcoming film and our premiere, which is coming up in August.
Bravo. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you, Chase. Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate it. I'm having mine in September.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, I love it, man. Chase, I haven't met you yet. I haven't been down your way. Where are you located?
Just south of Louisville, Kentucky.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, goodness gracious. I see you all over social media too, since we all kind of run around in the same scene.
And the sanity that we work in.
I love it.
Sorry, guys.
U-Hauls in Florida.
I agree. But technically I'm the winner now, right?
No, you actually tied with Amanda.
Oh, Amanda's playing.
So who won?
Okay.
So wait, did you guys keep? Yeah.
Mark
Mark's down by 2.
Yeah, well, see.
Or Clifton, I'm sorry. Clifton is down by 2.
Yeah, Clifton's down by 2. But see, I sent you, I send the winners normally, something like this or this. And I believe Clifton's already got these ones.
I got those, yeah.
And Chase, yours is in the mail already.
All right, cool.
And Amanda's got a shit ton of these, so you guys are all good.
Awesome. But I still want to win.
You still want to win. All right.
Yeah, you guys should keep going.
My Jack Nicholson. Yes, my Jack Nicholson.
All right.
Hey guys, I got to get going though. I got to get home here, so I'm gonna jump off.
All right, Cliff.
You guys have fun.
Later, buddy.
All right, Chase. Clifton. Good luck with everything. Congrats on all your success, buddy.
You too, man.
All right. Hopefully, we'll work together in the future, brother.
It's always possible, bro.
See you soon.
All right. See you guys.
Certified Jarvis podcast also says can't end on a tie. All right, listen, here's the tiebreaker. I'm not going to do a Florida or not Florida question. I am going to write down a number between 1 and 20. This is our tiebreaker question.
Oh, come on. You should always have a tiebreaker.
This is going to be my tiebreaker question.
Yeah, because they could tie on that one, too, if you kept
They
going.
can't tie on this.
No, not on that one. I'm not saying that.
Let's let Amanda go first, since she's in the comments. Amanda, put your number up there. And then Chase, got your number already in your head? You already know?
Yep.
All right. Because if Amanda picked that one, you got to go like a different number. So she picked 13.
That's her birthday.
What was your number?
December 13th. She picked the 13th because her birthday's December 13th.
You're frozen. I got nothing. What's the number?
I can hear him. He said 3.
Yeah.
He said 3.
The number was 3?
Yeah.
She said 13. My number was 5. Chase, you won. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Squeaked it out by the tiebreaker. All right. All right, Chase. So tell us a little bit more about you've got other films out there. Let's touch a little bit about every single one. First film ever made. Do you remember it?
First film ever made, yes. It's a terrible film called Last Breath.
Terrible? Why is it terrible?
Because I didn't know what I was doing.
But that's a matter of opinion. That's not for you to decide. It's for the viewers to decide.
Well,
hey Brian, you know that we do have a trailer for one of his movies too, and it actually works.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah, I tested this one.
Okay.
I don't know why I didn't test.
Well, let's. I want to know why he thinks that this movie was not.
Oh, I'm just being honest. I mean, I wasn't much of a writer. It was shot on a camcorder. It wasn't really properly edited. It was a bad movie. But what I learned, because I was the first film festival I ever went to, Fright Night, 2008, and I actually met some really talented filmmakers, Jacob Ennis and Gregory Brock, and they had their movie Stash. And that movie was great. it really motivated me to get on that path. So I say that with respect. I'm pretty self-aware. If something doesn't land, there's a couple of my movies I feel that doesn't land, and it's movies that I feel worked really well. My most disappointing film was Locked In. The sound I felt could have been much better. Um, it was my fifth feature film, and it was one of my worst sound with movies. So it really, it really made me realize how important it is to put money into behind the scenes, instead of worrying about getting a celebrity or a big actor, or really put the money into your sound.
An AV guy kind of thing.
Yeah.
So you're not the AV guy then. You don't come up with it and go, I want this kind of sound, so this is what I'm going to do, right?
Correct.
You have an AV guy. That guy's supposed to tell you like, hey, I got a lot of feedback, or there's too much, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because when I had the headsets on Locked In, I looked at the guy and I'm like, we get there. He's like, oh, we're good. Oh, no, bro, we're not good.
So was this an AV guy that you had a problem with, obviously, or was this something?
No, see, the thing was this was somebody that I worked with before, and I didn't think he wasn't strong with my DP, because he was my DP for Marvelous Mandy, and I was like, okay, I think I see some potential there, so I ended up hiring another DP, and then he was like, I have really good experience with sound, because he also does musician. So I was like, okay, well, we'll try that. And one thing is very important is to make sure, it taught me to really make sure to do my diligence of who I bring in, who I hire, and make sure that they're motivated and they work hard, and make sure that I'm never a victim of somebody's laziness ever again.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that experience taught me. So I'm no longer bitter about it, because now, like, everybody I hire for sound, it's so much more sharp. Because again, I don't want.
You learn from your mistakes, right?
Yeah.
Made a mistake. I learned from it, and we move on from here.
100%, and that's pretty much what filmmaking is.
Yeah. Gotcha. Miss Amanda said her first movie from you was Payday.
That was my first film that was successful. That was the film that really, I think, showed investors and stuff like that I can tell a story. Still to this day, a movie's almost a 10-year-old movie, but the story was really good. I love the sound. I love the cinematography. My two films after that was kind of a bit of a letdown. Beast of the Field wasn't really our fault, because we shot in the middle of the woods, and we got hit by Hurricane Florence, so we were dealing with a lot of rain. We were less lucky to make the movie, but we really missed out on a lot of opportunities to capture the shots and stuff like that, and we only had about 15,000-20,000 to shoot that movie. So we couldn't really delay. We couldn't ask for more money. That was a check that somebody wrote us, and we had to go out there and do our very best. With Locked In, we had a little bit more money, and then I really wish I would have made a better decision of the sound.
Now, Brian, I can tell you this: when he crowdfunds, people back him really quick. They believe in what he does, because what was it, last week? No, the weekend before I left for Michigan, I had you were doing a crowdfunding, or it might have been 3 weeks ago, somewhere around there, and I went inside. He was doing great. You can see the numbers going, and I went inside the comic book store. I wasn't even in there, not even an hour, and I come back out. He hit his goal, plus he hit more on top of it.
Yeah, we raised about $50,000 that first day.
That was within a few hours, really. That he.
What do you got coming up? What's that money crowdfunding?
A Widow's Oath, man. I'm very pumped about this film, because This is a period piece, and it was inspired by Braveheart, The Patriot, with Mel Gibson. It also has a little bit of Xena Warrior Princess, and we have Elizabeth Chamberlain. She's a fantastic actress, and she also does her own stunts. She's going to be wielding a sword, and we have Noel G from Fast and the Furious Training Day. We have Cesar Garcia from Fast and the Furious, and we have Nicole Vegas. And I mean, it's such a great script by Sean Burkett, and I've always wanted to do a film that took place in like a particular time. And we just talked to the wardrobe department today, and Elizabeth and I was kind of going over ideals, and he's going to make all of that from scratch. And I'm just so excited about this movie because I mean, there's so many people that is really helping this movie get involved, and this is going to be a very ambitious attempt. I don't like to do things. I don't like to make movies that are very easy to make. I always really try to really challenge myself to make the impossible, because when I grew up, and the 80s and the 90s, I mean, if you look at Jurassic Park, Terminator 2, The Matrix, all those films that really I mean, look at The Abyss.
Oh yeah.
Movies, I mean, The Predator, I mean, those movies that like really, I mean, if they told Steven Spielberg that Jurassic Park would never be able to be made on the way that he would done it, and he didn't take no for an answer. He went and found a group of people who can make that happen.
Yep.
I like really doing the impossible and going and looking back and going, how in the world did we do that? That to me is what filmmaking is supposed to be. Filmmaking is supposed to be about risk and challenges and adversity of overcoming that. And I feel movies today have lost that. I feel like movies today are really so like the factory assembly line of just, it's just, hey, let's make a very safe movie. Yeah, just make a very safe $200 million budget movie.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. How do you feel about AI in films? How do you feel about using AI tools?
I mean, I think people are always afraid of something new. I mean, look at when CGI first came. People treated CGI the same way as they're doing with AI. I feel like if you use it as a tool, I don't see what the issue is. If you use it as a crutch, it like where you see with some of the movies with green screen instead of practical. I feel like if you use it like James Cameron uses it, like he did with CGI, where he advances it, but he also know how to tell a story outside of that. I don't really have an issue with it. I think people always shit on something that's new, no matter how good or how bad it is. That's just the way of the world. But I tell you this, you better find a way to adapt with it because it's here to stay, and it's not going anywhere. The Pandora box is open, and you can either learn to work with it or be left behind. And I look at the Blockbuster. Blockbuster had an opportunity to take over Netflix. They chose not to. What happened? If you cannot, if you're not willing to grow or you're not willing to change, you cannot be successful.
Yeah, that's in everything that you do too. I mean, I went from being a peon salesman and now I'm a general manager. So it's
I mean, 100%.
I'm willing to take the chance to say, you know what, I'll just do it. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I'm going to do it anyway.
I mean, the world that we live in is a sink or swim world. I mean, the world has always changed. I mean, look at like the factories, like in the 2000s, they didn't have computers and technology and stuff like that. Like, I think we take so many things very convenient that a lot of people 40 years ago didn't have. Like, we have GPS and it still takes an hour and a half for someone to deliver my pizza. But back in the 90s, they wrote this directions.
Look at it. Yeah, you look it up on a map on the wall before you
map, and they're sitting there driving and they're looking at their handmade, and they found it, so I mean, like when we were in school, we had calculators. My parents, when they were in school, they didn't have none of that. So the world is constantly always changing.
Yep, I agree. You got to stay caught up with the times. Do you think that you would utilize AI in any of your upcoming films?
I'm never going to say never, because the reality is I don't know what 5 years is going to bring from now.
I mean, there's so many tools that it offers too now, right? So it offers like script writing, which I don't know that I would.
I don't see with script writing. I'm going to go ahead and say no, because I agree with Steven Spielberg when he says that I don't want to give AI my point of view. I think having the point of view of your work is very crucial. But as far as using it in a movie, I don't see what AI will be different from CGI, other than the fact that I guess the computer's doing it and you're not paying somebody else to make it.
It can actually score a film now. Did you know that?
Yes, I do. Again, I'm never going to say never, but I can say highly unlikely. But again, I don't know what 5 years is going to bring. And so I can't say no. But I do hope that filmmaking stays, for the most part, a collaboration between humans, and we use it as a tool, not as a crutch, because we don't want to deal with the difficulty and the adversity of what filmmaking brings. I much rather collaborate with a human being than an AI.
I agree. I some AI tools, I think, like if you got a question, instead of running to Google anymore, I kind of run to AI. And I go, hey, where can I find the answer to this? Or where can I find this particular thing? You know what I mean? Like, how can I go to this?
I've never used it.
Like that, I think, would be.
I've never used it once. I've never.
You lion.
I have not used it once yet. But I don't know what 5 years will bring to where, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know the future to say, but the era that I grew up in, I prefer practical filmmaking. Like, I had offers to shoot in studios. I'd rather go out and shoot at the real place. I don't like relying on technology. I like practical films. I'm pretty a grounded filmmaker. But again, I can't sit there and say 10 years from now something might change. I have no idea. I really hope we don't get to that point where like AI becomes more popular than filmmaking itself, because I think since we are flawed, I think that's the heart of what movies is this more relatability. I don't see how AI would be able to articulate or tell a story from a human perspective when it's not designed to be imperfect.
I agree with you.
Yep. So what is coming up in the pipeline besides this new film that you've got? I know you've got other ideas.
Yeah, no, we got 2 projects in post-production. We got The Desperate, which is coming out later this year, and I'm premiering it in September. We have Noel G. We have Leonard Peterson III. We have Kansas Boland. We have Varel Garlock. We have Leonore Scelfo from the original Scream. I worked with her also in Blood and the Bleachers. We had so many amazing people in The Desperate, and that is a film that is bonkers. Like, it is a film that the cartel and organ harvesting, and it's kind of like a little bit like Uncut Gems, Breaking Bad, and Ozark wrapped in one, where
I like that.
Financial restraint and being in debt and what that would do to a person to make bad decisions to try to get out of debt. You see it happen all the time. And I think with majority of Americans that, I mean, not even just Americans, but majority of the people around the world that are just, I mean, minimum wage haven't increased in nearly 20 years. Everything is high. Everything is going up, but people's wages. And a lot of people are living paycheck to paycheck. And this movie really focuses on what the average person struggles with. And what I like about this is that, Morty decides to donate his kidney, and it comes back, and he's like, he has kidney stones, and now he owes, now he has to come up with either a kidney or $100,000 to cover the labor and expenses of that. And so this is a movie that like kind of has you on the edge of your seat, because you're like, how are they going to come up with the money, or how are they going to come up with a kidney? What are they going to do? And it's just like they keep making these terrible mistakes. And I think that's the appeal for this movie. It's not anything like I've ever done or really seen before.
Okay. Your genre that you focus more, do you have a specific genre that you lean towards creating?
I would say, I guess, if any genre that kind of really seems to be very popular that I do, because I try to do a little bit of everything. I've done slashers, I've done crime dramas, but I noticed thrillers seem to be. I think thrillers are my favorite genre because you can kind of blend a little horror elements, but thrillers also has a really good dramatic storyline. You know, like horror movies. I love horror movies, but like, let's look at Final Destination. Somebody would die in a horrible accident. Within 2 minutes left, the audience members is cracking jokes and laughing as if this person just wasn't decapitated by. I like thrillers because thrillers like the movie Seven, Gone Girl, The Hands That Rock the Cradle. I just feel like thrillers have a perfect blend of real life horror elements, and I directed more than not thrillers than any other genre because I just feel like there's so much more you can do.
No dark comedies.
I have not yet. I feel like if any movie I did that was close to a comedy was Beast at the Field, and that wasn't purposely done. Beast in the Field kind of turned into a dark comedy because it kind of was a spoof of a little bit of indie filmmaking and the personalities that come with indie filmmaking because it was these people that go out into the woods and they were trying to find this mythical creature, the Thunderbird, and then just dealing with the drama that indie filmmakers like. It's always that one person who thinks they're the star and they're making everything great, and then just so that kind of became a parody within itself. And it was people that were laughing at it more than they were like kind of and like fearing the movie. So it kind of turned into a comedy, and it wasn't intended, but it worked.
Okay, we'll have to check that one out then.
It was I think Locked In and then Beast of the Field are my two worst movies, but Broken Innocence, The Desperate once it comes out later this year is my best work. And I just finished Between the Living and the Dead. That was my 10th feature film, and that is a post-apocalyptic film that deals with a massive food shortage.
Isn't
that would be, yeah, huh?
That's the trailer that we got, isn't it?
Yeah, that movie is going to be bonkers. Like that's going to be by far my best work. I mean, that was such a fun shoot. I mean, just knowing what people would do without food or resources, and just the civilizations that would emerge with no law and order.
You want to show people what we got then? What you've got there?
Sure.
Mark, you got it?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's see what it's all about.
We'll find out.
I'm not one of them. When the people are in a hard place, they do bad things.
Ring around the rosies, pockets full of posies, ashes.
We descended into something more primal to survive.
Around the rosies, pockets full of posies, ashes, ashes, we all fall down.
There was no God there. Penny, you gotta remember, every demon was once an angel.
Hound dog to home base, do you read?
You really seem to know a lot about those monsters down at the creek. I prefer my meat still bleeding. Here's to finding the light. Jesus fucking Christ, Cole! Who the fuck are you? Only thing she has left. What she's supposed to do is
survive. I won't be gone long, kiddo. Fuck.
You don't have to go.
I can't just sit here praying for some miracle. Oh God, please, 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 please. They still came back, didn't they?
Dad,
come on.
Please don't go.
When I get back, we're gonna sit on that porch and we're gonna watch the sun come up, like we used to.
Damn it. Oh, yes.
What are we gonna do now?
Survive. No matter what.
Hey, buddy, I got a visitor.
Young lady, it's past your bedtime.
Say, I'm a boy.
Oh, I'm
sorry.
See, that's what you get for.
He's MJ pretty.
Yep. Is it past your bedtime?
Yeah.
Look at Daddy's ball head.
Wow, he got.
I
jokes.
know, right?
You have a ball head too.
He got jokes. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna.
I guess I
replay
started it.
that.
My bad.
Yeah. He got jokes. I'm embarrassed.
Let me see your ball head.
Is it shiny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See his ball.
I do see his ball
Does your
head.
dad's head get shiny like that?
He asked if my bald head gets shiny like that.
Yes.
I gotta shave this every day. I shave this every day. Every morning I wake up, right to the razor.
I don't have to worry about that.
Yet. Mark doesn't have to worry yet. Listen,
No.
I feel like this is just a better look, right?
And
What do you think, Chase? It's just a better
Yeah,
look.
I mean, women are more attracted to bald men.
Believe it or not, I can't believe it. I was like, I told my
don't
wife, I was
understand
like,
it.
I'm gonna shave my head. She was like, don't do it.
I only play doggies.
You only what?
I only play doggies.
He only plays doggies.
Yep, he's very random.
Okay.
And he's ready to go to bed, but he won't go to bed without his dad.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go.
Chase, do you want to put your socials out there so people can find and follow you?
Oh yeah, I'm really active on Facebook. I seldomly get on Instagram. I do not have a TikTok. My daughters really try to give me. I just, Facebook. I get so much traffic there. I don't really have a lot of time to really be on multiple platforms. The thing I also like about Instagram and Facebook is everything I post on Instagram posts on my Facebook. But I really get so much more traffic. You guessing, Daddy?
Cheeky.
Yeah.
So Facebook's probably the best place to find you.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And your library full of movies, do you list those on there as well?
I do. I promote a lot. And if anybody also want to Google my name, Chase Dudley, all of my movies are listed under my name.
And on IMDb?
Yes, IMDb. Also Google. You can literally click on the links because they actually do have everything all organized. Where if somebody wants to watch it on Fawsome, Apple TV, YouTube. I mean, it's all listed under there. You can just click on that.
Perfect. Yeah. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have been spending our time tonight with Chase Dudley, and Chase is going to go put his kid to bed now. So we are going to wish Chase a good night.
Yeah, I usually do a lot of them during the day because he is such a big daddy's boy. And the whole podcast, she was trying to get him out for ice cream. And he was like, no, I want dad. So, but I wanted to make time to do this show. But
we'll really appreciate it.
Oh, of course. He's over here falling asleep.
All right, we're going to let you.
And that's why, business hours, as soon as I go and get him around 3:30 or 4 o'clock, that's where I kind of.
You're like, I'm done for the day.
Yeah, because they don't stay small like this forever. And
enjoy it, man, for sure.
He is the biggest out of all three of them. He's the biggest daddy's baby. I mean, he don't want. It's always no, mom, I don't want you. I want dad.
Did you see Coco played? Did you see Coco played?
Yeah, put the phone back there. He's showing the dog.
He's trying to show us.
All right, so we're gonna leave the show off right here, Mark. Do you have anything you want to talk about real quick? I know we've got a guest coming in next week. Who we got?
Joe Graff.
Graff.
Is that Graff?
Joe Graff.
Yeah. Well, see, I always get the last name wrong.
Joe Graw. All right. So next week we're gonna tune in and watch Talking Shit and Joe Graw. So, ladies and gentlemen, from us here, I'm Brian, and that's Chase.
Let's see.
Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.
Say wave.
Bitch, I'm in the